You should stop there.
Okay,
I don't know. I'm
so
not doing the greatest.
You just hit above average for the first time. Your next roll will be good.
Okay, yeah, that's
No,
fair.
that's
Yeah.
true. I
You gotta
should
look
have
at the
stopped
you
at
gotta
We're
look at
only up
the
from
scatter
here.
plot.
We're only up from here. So
All right. I decided I don't want to DM anymore. I'm letting Alex do it. Have fun.
Hell yeah. Let's do this.
Last we left off,
Hardcore was
Previous
getting
heroes were-
35 platinum for his daily
yeah,
salary.
we were looting the dragon sword after we beat the dragon last time,
And there were trumpets.
yeah, everyone thinks
Yeah.
we're heroes
They're
because we
trumpet.
are.
Well, maybe one
I have a
day.
special
The
attitude to
end.
Right now, y'all are just people.
What do you mean we just killed the dragon, bitch?
No, I'm taking my roll back. I am a people.
Whoa! Wait, how'd you do that?
Oh, you didn't realize it zooms in when someone types as a character?
No.
Oh, I thought I turned that off. That's gonna fuck up
You
the
didn't.
OBS. Fuck. Hang on.
Dude, that's so cool. No, I love
Oh
that.
no! I keep accidentally closing it when I'm trying to move around the map.
Camry.
I don't know why.
is
I
so
don't know
cool.
why. It just keeps happening.
Hey, Dino,
Yes.
are you looking for the customer list to be sent to you every time?
I. You mean like the macro?
Yeah.
I think in chat's fine. I think kind of cool, right? The public.
I mean, yeah. Okay. For some reason, I think it was to
Oh wait, are you keeping
I was
track of how
testing it.
many
for
days
some reason it
we?
whispers it to you. So
Hmm.
get rid of that.
Oh, like that was in the chat or in the thing.
Save in the code.
Maybe we were doing that for
Um,
testing.
I think so because I didn't want to
Gotcha.
like flood the thing. I was just verifying. So I removed that. So then whenever he next rolls it will be for this week, which would be the advantage code.
Gotcha. Can someone test typing the thing? Still. Oh, is it a per person thing? Hang on.
Show me a yeah. Do I have to change it on my
So
end?
you
or
Nope,
just
change
shut
still
it
didn't
off.
move mine.
Just shut it off for Jake's.
No, I mean like a setting on the player side. Oh, I think it's
Oh,
client
yeah.
side.
Is it client side?
I think so.
Where do I go to change it for you?
No, like I can turn it off, and then you guys can keep it on if you want. But if you want to turn it off, it's under configure settings, core, and then pan to token speaker.
Or get the fuck rid of that.
I might ask you to
Add
turn-
token speaker.
Save changes.
Save changes.
It's fun the
I
first
might ask
couple
you later.
times,
I'm gonna leave it on there.
but I
for
can
now.
but I can
Yeah,
I can
Yeah.
see myself getting real dizzy.
Yeah, exactly.
I
I've
think it
already
could be
been
fun
thrown
though.
off.
100%.
like-
Yeah. Like
I smoked too much weed.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
if there are very specific
Whoa!
ideas I have for this being super fun, but not all the time.
I like it because of the amount of times that some of us are actually having side conversations in chat while there's like a main RP going on and we're RPing
Right.
with each other in chat. So I love that it'll just go
No, you're
over
not
to
wrong.
them.
The problem
Camera
is
pans
it
down,
happens
yeah.
every time. Like I wish we could
Yeah.
like whisper or something so that we wouldn't like be jarring. Like if you are doing like a more serious RP thing, but like I want to
Yeah.
say something in chat, I don't want to like distract you because the screen jumps to my character.
True.
Like-
True.
I'm sorry, I missed how to turn it off.
Cogwheels
Cogwheel,
on the right.
configure settings,
Oh, okay.
core, which is the default, and then scroll down almost to the bottom, maybe like 2/3, and it is
Checkbox.
checkbox for pan to token speaker.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I got lost trying to find the cogwheel on the left and it's on the right.
Oh, did I
That
misspeak? I
Phrase
apologize.
that pan to token speaker.
No, I
Like-
think you said it right. I just expected to see it with the other
Got it.
icons.
That phrase itself is so confusing. just without context.
Pan to token speaker.
Pan to token speaker.
Speak.
Yeah, it's like,
friend and enter.
It's like a sharing stick rule. You can only speak if you have a token in your pan.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You can only speak if I give you permission. This is my world.
Token in pan at Tanagra.
Let me turn on.
I like that it stays as zoomed in as I am. So like if I'm really zoomed in, I just fucking went so far to get
fly.
the next character.
Yeah, you fly over the houses.
Yeah.
I was checking out L's new art. I just
Ah, yes.
Oh, did I
swing
update that
over
in the
there.
journal? I did not. I'm sorry. Let me change that.
I like this over
It is more.
Perfectly
Gruff.
matched that.
I saw it in the recap, and for a second, I thought that you had generated that for Luca and was confused.
there. Oh shit.
It's like, this does not match the character that we heard from.
I did almost generate him one, but then I delayed and then didn't do it.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
Good old delay.
Story of my life.
Hold on.
Upload to Imager, copy image link.
I'll be RB.
Right?
There we go. Updated the journal with the new character if y'all want to look.
Much fancier.
Much.
Much.
All right. Yeah.
Are you keeping
Yeah.
track of how many days go by for like since we're doing it a week, like for the restaurant,
Today
or
is.
do I need to?
You should not need to. Where's my button? Today is Raiden, which is the first day of the week. Yesterday was Nearden, which is the final day of the week. So the week is starting
So
over today.
Nearden. On Nearden Day.
Yes.
Okay.
If you'd
Oh,
like,
Mark,
you can look at the calendar.
How do I open the calendar again? You can set calendar days, right? I can set payday on there.
Yeah.
How do I open it again? Click. I thought you clicked on it, but
Let me see.
last time I swear I clicked on it, but I can't click on it.
Double click.
That does not work.
Are you clicking the clock or a little date button?
No. I can move it.
Is it just the calendar or does it say the current date?
It just says the time.
Okay, then on the left side you should see like a little flag. It says journal notes, maybe? Maybe the bottom button, I believe.
The left side of what?
Left side of the screen with where the icons are.
That only makes my time appear.
Oh,
new.
journal notes, yeah.
Oh, you only have it for time, not the.
Yeah. Unless there's a way to give me not small time, which is what it's called.
There was that one time wwhere I opened up the calendar when we originally talked about it.
Oh yeah, you have
Yeah.
to right click, I think, or double click. Wait.
I don't get. That doesn't do anything.
Let me look real quick, because I would like you all to be able to do that.
But I know it did at one point.
Oh, actually, let's just make this easy. If you go to the macro button, so the bracket / bracket,
Bracket, yeah.
and then I believe you should just be able to use the calendar one to toggle, so you can just drag and drop that
I don't
onto
see
your.
a calendar one.
Oh, let me give you guys permission.
Oh yeah.
All players, observer.
Calendar.
Okay, and now drag and drop that on. to my little
The bar at the very bottom. That's the macro bar.
Oh,
now you
cool.
should be able
so
to-
what day?
Nearden,
day.
NYR.
Ray.
Last day of the week.
Create a note for this date.
What's happening your day? Is that payday?
Payday.
Yeah, dude. That's payday, bro.
Now, do those calendar notes show up for everyone? That's what I'm curious about.
No, I only see the
Category.
I have Coronation Day as mine.
Reminder.
Same.
All day event.
Yeah, I have
Tag.
Coronation Day on
Tag. Urgent. Important.
You're eventually gonna be out of the
Reoccurring.
city,
Response
Calendar
like
required.
dying. And you're gonna
Restriction
get
that
a
I'm trying
ping.
You're getting.
It's payday.
You got
There
a
you go.
letter from
It's
Alana.
it's on there.
My only
Fucking-
regret is that tomorrow is payday.
Oh, so I do see it. Right click. Okay, by default it's just Jake. So let me make everyone an observer.
Oh, do I get the eyeballs and everything?
It's our paydays too.
I need the brew pay.
I mean, maybe eventually.
Oh, that's crazy. I'm getting paid.
Just says payday.
Not
but
for me. The
it's
pains of
really-
being a freelancer.
That's true.
I wish I could. You can tag it as reoccurring, but you can't actually set it as right. Like, you can't.
Interesting. I'll look into that because this is a fairly new module. But either way.
Well, I'll set it a couple days out.
Yeah, that's fine. You're gonna be really annoying about that, aren't you?
I'm curious
In
if it
the
actually
best way.
pops up though. I'm curious if it actually pops up when we get
We'll
to
see.
that day.
In 9 days.
In 9 days. God.
Fucking
All right.
9+ weeks of waiting for.
I know it. I mean, we're at like what was it? 10 hours?
We
got to 10
started at,
hours
like,
last time.
We started at like
started at, like,
5 in the
10
morning
PM.
yesterday.
No, it was 10 p.m. Right?
No,
Yeah.
like the first day we started at like 5 a.m.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, first
5
session.
to 10 to 9. And
17
that's where we're
hours,
at,
gonna start
yo.
flying.
11 hours.
We're having fun, Frank.
Yeah. Just wait. In like 3 months, a month is gonna happen in like 10 minutes. You're gonna be like, what the fuck's going on, man?
But I really wish I knew what to do with my downtime. I never know what to do with my downtime.
We have too much
I don't know what to
downtime.
ask for. Can I?
Guess I'll play some more League.
I've crafted every spell. I have every magic item. I can't work anymore. I'm already working every day. What am I
I
gonna
have
do?
access
I-
magical links.
I made a hunting rifle, a cannon, several dangerous explosives.
I'm so glad we don't have another forge cleric.
Yeah, I didn't want to. Once is enough. I don't want to do any more research.
Hell, last month we even put a bag inside a bag.
Oh god. Hey, Cameron, just as a heads up, since you don't know,
Yeah,
don't put bags in bags. Don't.
I know
No.
that one already.
Okay,
Always
okay.
put bags
Yeah,
in
Good.
don't
bags.
ever
Good.
put a bag in another bag.
Yeah.
But you
Just
can
my
put
gun.
bag of holding over someone's head and break the bag and it decapitates them.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong
Fuck
with
out of
you?
me.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
She's got
I mean-
practical knowledge. What do you mean?
You don't even have to like turn off the bag. You can't. There's no air in a bag of holding. You're
Yeah.
actually just suffocating them.
Just drop a person
Yeah.
in there, shove them in.
True, but if it's like a vampire or something that you can't suffocate, if you break the bag, everything inside of it goes to a different plane of existence, including that person's head.
This is good knowledge.
Anyways,
This is not in character. I'm so sorry. Please continue.
Anybody else a little scared?
always. There's a woman here.
Well, I mean, conjure elemental, taking 2 bags up to the bad guy, putting them in each other, boom, done.
Waking up in a torture chamber, all of your limbs are inside bags of holding.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
Including your penis.
No, my
So
favorite.
if you could classify your penis as a limb,
Yeah.
probably
You
too.
next to it. I would, but you
Either
should get
that or
rid of it.
monetize it.
Yeah. I mean, I think most people do.
Probably. All right. So last time, we had some investigation, some exposition, some reveals, some interactions with kings. Lots of shit happened. Lots of shit happened. Someone's alert, or not really. It didn't really work out too well. When we last left off, I believe Elle and Vince were making their way to the procession, no?
Hell yeah, we were. There's a party going on. We gotta check this out. Besides, the Threadmaster mentioned something about going to a place where you're gonna need some sort of an umbrella or a raincoat or something. So we said, well, there's one prominent fucking water feature in town. Let's make our way there, see what might be happening. And on our way there, we are checking for any sort of symbols or anything from the organization, and I believe I rolled a 14 and Jake rolled something else, and then we ended.
Yeah. So, Elle, you know, you don't really see too well. So, you do struggle a bit trying to make sight of things in the dark. You guys are taking sort of a roundabout back alleyway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're probably making your way along. I need to find the hotkey to switch to the fucking thing. Probably making your way along this wall, going through this side gate here instead.
Yep.
Into this part of the city, making your way.
Headed up probably this way to the back gates if there was one, then coming in from the left side here.
Yeah. Very, very fair. You would note the presence is much more intense around the military base and the barracks, given the day. There's a lot of eyes on everyone. Unless you're explicitly trying to, you'd probably be noticed by just about everyone passing by. Whether they pay attention to you or not kind of depends on who they are and what they're doing. But yeah.
Tell him to lead me, and I would grab onto his elbow as we're headed through the crowd.
Very cutely.
Very bluntly,
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted.
Thank you.
Literally, yeah. Vince, you do notice as you make your way behind the military base, which kind of serves as part of the wall section here. So as you can see, there's walls that make up each section of the city, including the innermost one, but it's kind of built into the military base. It serves as the backside of the wall. They do have a couple cutouts for windows overseeing that part of the city, but it's typically barren. Most people aren't really spending much time over there unless there's a specific watch happening. As you guys make your way along that sort of side alleyway in between buildings along the backside of the structure itself, you do make out a very small engraving. Wrong one. Sort of etched into the stone itself. Very subtle. It takes a trained eye to notice. You've been doing this for many years. You catch it just out of the corner of your eye, a small mistake almost that catches your attention that others probably wouldn't. You look a little closely and you see this carved out shape.
I would I would. Can't point at it. Can't
Stop and
say
take a break.
it.
Stop and take a break at it.
Yeah, I guess it's fair. I'm just gonna stop him and be like, I just take a little tired of walking at the moment. I feel like this is a very good spot to rest.
After you. do we know what to do at these locations? Is there like a...
It would vary. It could be some sort of dead drop, there could be a note nearby, there could be a person somewhere near. It really depends. You kind of got to figure it out yourself. Look for signs, other markings.
Yeah, so then as we're sitting there, sort of like look around and, seeing if there's any other indicators.
Yeah, how closely are you looking? You're kind of just passively trying to glance around? Are you brushing up against the material with your hands? Are you crawling around?
Yeah, so if it's, you say it's on a wall?
It's etched into the wall itself.
And how high up?
It would be about just under waist height.
Yeah, okay.
Is there any doorways that are close by?
This side of the wall, for probably about 100 yards each direction, is just a blank wall. It's just the side of the back side of the military barracks. You look up probably about 30, 40 feet before you see any windows, which are just carvings out of the stone itself. No glass or boarding up or anything like that. And then taller yet would be the crenulations and
There's that word again.
yeah, I like it. It's a good word. And vantage points from the actual top of the fort.
So is that on the opposite side? Or...
Yeah, you'd be on the inner side, closer to the keep.
Yeah, I guess I would sort of lean up next to it, right? And then Vince is like sitting or anything. Closer at it, you know what I mean? Like, kind of like I'm just gonna kind of lean against it with my body at a 90 to the wall to sort of create a bit of cover for him. So like, he would be down here, or up here, wherever the fucking thing is, right, Jake?
I think I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. Vince, as El kind of leans over you as you're kind of squatting down, taking a breather, he'll kind of widen out his body to make sort of a, when you're at the beach and you got to change change out your swim trunks into your pants.
Yeah.
Something like
Totally.
hiding your body like that.
My cloak sort of drops down to the wall.
Yeah.
Kind of giving you a little cover.
He's not looking. He'd never look. He's your best friend. He's not looking.
Okay. When he does that, I will also I'll do like a little whistle, and I will have Alfredo fly up and kind of probably about like a good 20 feet above us and kind of circling whatever. That way, if there's anybody in the area, they're more likely to look up at him and not over at us.
What color is Alfredo?
He is like let's say like salt and pepper.
Gotcha.
Salt and pepper.
So he's kind of like a white, tan, little dark brown mix,
Gotcha. Okay.
Like a nice bowl of Alfredo's. Anyway, so while I've got those two things kind of hopefully working together, I'm gonna. Oh, dude, do I do? Yeah, I'm just gonna cast Detect Magic. Sorry, I'm gonna cast my foresight soup.
And what does it look like while you channel this energy?
He would kind of flip out his book, kind of underneath El's cloak, and start just yeah, like reading reading the ingredients, and like this in the step. So he's like, oh, okay, a little dash of paprika. Now we need to stir. And he's just like walking himself through the instructions on how to make this soup.
I'm just now imagining the schematics are like I'm actually stirring the soup.
Yes.
The dance thing where you're just stirring in your elbow.
Yeah, exactly.
God. Okay. Do you use a? Actually, this wouldn't have any. I'll ask that question later. Yeah, you go ahead and you cast it as an action, not a ritual.
Correct. I'm not spending 10 minutes.
Gotcha. You go through the motions and
Try to get me killed?
spout these phrases that carry this sort of magical, evocative energy in them. Which, if anyone passes by, they may just hear mutterings of cooking ingredients, but it still carries that mystical sound and wave to them, making it not possible to hide, just so you know. Unless you have subtle magic, but I don't think any of you do. But anyways, you go ahead and cast a spell. What's the range? 60 feet? 30 feet. You get a very, very, very faint sort of smell, taste almost, of magical energy coming from the direction of the wall, but it would not be anywhere near you. It'd be just barely on the edge of your range.
Okay. When I'm finished spouting off the spell kind of takes over, I'll slowly begin to I'll start slowly escorting Elle closer to where it's emanating from.
Yeah, once he does his recipes, I just want to
The magical energy itself is basically coming through the wall, and you're already at the edge of the wall.
Okay. So it's not like further down the wall. Okay, so I'm
sorry.
feeling it through the wall.
Basically. And you would know the spell's blocked by a foot of stone or wood. So either there's something very it's the material itself. So as long as it's less than a foot of the material, it would still get through. But from your research over time, more of the material up to that point kind of degrades the effect, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to gauge exactly how big or strong or what this is.
I'm just gonna start escorting him, kind of following the wall, and like at any point if there's a corner, turning whatnot, and just seeing if if at any point the road takes us closer to where the source is.
It really doesn't, from everything you can tell. The road, quote unquote, you're basically in an alley, just runs completely parallel to the wall. So you'd just be going up the street to the edge of the fort, which just connects to the regular city wall. There's no other way to get in unless you go a little bit further to the gate. About pinging sucks in this. About here. Or if you went the other way, you'd make your way back towards the main gate. But about here and about here, it goes from the harder, more granite kind of stone of the military fort to the much more cared for layered brick coated of the city wall. So there isn't really a way to get closer. You'd kind of just be getting further away whichever direction you get.
Wait. Okay. I mean, I will just start. I don't think there's anything more for us over here besides beating the sun beating down on us. So we might as well continue going.
I'll speak with Vince. Did you try to, like, touch it or anything? Could be a button.
That's true. Hold on. I'll go back over to it, actually. And I'm going to put my hand on it. And I'm going to say... The moon hung lower than usual last night, didn't it?
You wait a few moments. Nothing seems to happen. But roll me a perception check.
You didn't get all of them out.
I didn't get all of them out. I didn't.
I'm sorry.
Damn it, Gary, it's your fault.
I'm sorry.
You stare at the back of your hand, on the other side of which is the indentation, muttering these words. How long you wait? Something to happen?
I would say not more than 30, 45 seconds.
10 seconds pass, 20. Almost a minute before you take your hand away. No change.
I think
All
you
right,
meant you'd wait 10 minutes.
It could just be a marker. Well, we can look more into it later. It could be a path. So keep an eye out for more.
That's all.
You guys continue towards the main road. Okay. You'd estimate going at a bit of a slower pace, taking the alleys and the side paths. It'd probably take you about another 20-30 minutes to get there. Probably another about it's probably for you guys about 9:20, 9:15. So you still got a little bit of leeway before the actual procession starts proper. Other than keeping an eye out on the way there, would you guys be doing anything else?
No.
I'd probably be bitching to Vince a little about how difficult it is to figure out if we have anything to do for this fucking thing. But that's just because I need action.
Well, it's like that because it can't be too easy, then people will find it.
Well, yeah, I know, but like, come on. Like, we're supposed to be fucking operatives or whatever, right? This
Look, think about it. We are probably very, very, very low on the totem pole.
Okay. How about we leave town and we go try to find a totem pole?
What, are you gonna like climb it?
Yeah, sure. I mean, there's not one here. Can't climb one here.
Well, maybe you're so low that you don't know that there's one here. I mean, I would like to say that my location is pretty, renowned, in my opinion. But I haven't been to any of the others, so I don't know. Look, maybe one day, especially the more that I learn and develop my recipes and formulas, maybe one day we will be higher on the totem pole. We'll have access to more ingredients.
Yeah, maybe. I'm just saying, maybe we just go find our own totem pole.
As you continue to make your way,
Keep my eye out for any shop selling small totem poles. Little trinkets.
Yeah.
you don't find any.
Waste of feature.
The market's over there. You guys know the market. Anyways,
You can see the fruits.
Jim, after your rendezvous at the tavern, would you have returned to the barracks? Or would you have gone straight to where you're expected to be in front of the keep for the ceremony itself, considering you were already in dress? Jim.
Damn it, Jim's fucking Frank's wife.
Fucking Nick. Artur!
Exactly, fuck Nick.
Oh, never mind, Artur. We'll come back.
Sorry, my mic broke.
Yeah, Nick, who are you fucking?
My mic broke. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Fucking
your mic
weird.
broke and kept the mute button on for 45 seconds.
His mic
Yeah.
broke because he was fucking it.
No, I muted it because my mic wasn't working. I was testing it.
That's fine.
Yeah, what's up?
Did you hear my question?
No, because I was screaming test into my mic to see if it would start receiving sound.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
After your rendezvous in the tavern, would you have returned to the barracks / the quartermaster, or would you have gone straight to the keep, considering you were already ready and dressed?
I would have dropped off the flask I'd gotten from beneath the roof first, and then went to parade position unless we wanted to. Basically, entirely dependent on when I get there.
Okay. You would
I'm trying to avoid looking suspicious, so I'm just following schedule now.
Sure. You would have made it back in time to make your way to your positions with the rest of the Portoria. Most of them were hanging back, finishing up last minute preparations and gear exchanges, pretty much leading up to when you actually have to lock down and head out. When you make your way back, a few of the guys are kind of scrambling, finishing up last minute, grabbing some more refills from the remaining kegs that you left. A couple will approach you. Jim, it got real busy after you left. What the fuck, man?
Hey man, it's just how it is. There's just luck and non-luck. And I got lucky because I stepped away. I like slide in the flask and then I grab a clipboard that someone was holding trying to find something. This is in warehouse 4. You've been looking in the wrong warehouse probably. It's on the top of the shelves. It's the small container with the flyers, not the confetti.
You speak to a guy who looks about 5'2".
Just grab the rolling dolly.
Damn. Yeah, I know. Fuck. We'll run off. The guy who addressed you originally. You're lucky I like this rum. God damn, that was busy. He's gonna roll under and fill up a cup for himself.
I'll cover the cost of the flask.
Yeah, you better.
Pour them up. Yep.
He's gonna chug it, swig it back real quick, run off to go finish prepping. He was pretty much in half dress. He was missing quite a bit of his uniforms, probably finishing getting dressed. While you wait, you probably have about another 30 minutes or so before you actually have to go in formation with the rest of your crew. Would you be doing anything, or just kind of helping out, finishing proper work at the moment?
Yep, I would just slot in. I'm used to just grabbing stuff, organizing. I'm already in full dress, so I'm gonna try to avoid doing stuff that are like super dirty or involve me walking too deep into like dusty storage areas.
Gotcha.
Because I feel like I'd get in more trouble looking like shit than not helping.
Smart man. You finish out about 30 more minutes of work, delegating some tasks. You do end up having to go grab a couple things, but nothing too crazy. Just middle shelf, closest warehouse. Wanted to look busy, you know. You finish up. Everyone starts to lock down, getting everything ready. Would you care about others' appearance, or would you mostly just focus on yourself?
I'm not a commanding officer. I'm trying to make sure I am not a nail that stands out.
Gotcha. A few of the people do look a little worse for wear. They seem to have not taken great care of their dress uniform. Smudges here and there. Overall, fine for the most part, but given the day, they probably going to get a talking to later. That being said, you will all get ready in formation and start heading out. Not quite a march, but keeping together in a block, narrowing down to one file for thinner passages, expanding back out to 3 file as you're making your way through the main stretches of road before you get to the main strip itself, before your company does head down the main strip, and you would be stationed. Yep.
Does the Pretoria have a standard? Do we have someone who's carrying a standard, or are we just like walking in formation?
You would not. Your uniform's a bit different, so that's mostly how you stick out. You don't have any battle garb necessarily. You're all pretty much in nice but rather bland leathers. No capes, but you are wearing what would it be called? Like a, not quite a handkerchief, but like a neck piece that is red with the royal crest on it. You would be the only group wearing that neck piece. Everyone else has a cloak of some sort or a cape going along with their uniforms. Kind of the only thing that keeps you guys sticking out.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you guys make your way along the main road, and you would be stationed within the courtyard itself, on the western side, right about here. Once again, not doing anything crazy, just there to look pretty. Kind of just gotta make yourself look good for the sovereign. Would you be more of the serious kind, don't talk to me, when you guys are in formation, or given, you know, nothing's actively happening, would you kind of joke around with the other guys?
I think it depends entirely on how we're positionally like placed. If I'm in the front row, I'm going to try not to make too much of a scene by hanging out, turning around. But if I'm closer to the middle, I'm definitely like talking at the back of someone's head or something.
Roll me a D100.
Sure.
So pretty.
48.
You'd be pretty much right in the middle.
Yeah, I'm like talking to the man who has the room across from mine. We're talking about probably whether or not we're gonna play cards and dice when we get back, or if they're gonna have us dress down and still go back to work.
Yeah, well, this thing's probably over in about, 3 hours or so. Probably gonna make us work the rest of the day.
The new sovereigns really wants us on that really good pet for the rest of the week. You know, to give us the rest of the day off, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't really think it's his decision, It's probably the Custos or Archons, They want to look good for the king.
True.
Ugh.
That's true, but if the king says everyone relax, I hope they would take that as literally everyone, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know.
I know. That's why I got the keg.
Might need a refill sooner rather than later this week.
Oh fuck! I just promised I'm gonna cover it this time too. Try to, you know,
Sucker.
be responsible. No more than 2 cups at a time, please. For my wallet, you know.
Hey, I'm not the one that drinks. I'm sober, you know that.
Yeah, I know.
You know, at least my wife asked. Anyways, we should probably shut up.
Don't
As
want
you-
to die.
As you ensure your dress downs are immaculate, looking at the head of the person in front of you, if you could see even the hair of the person in front of them, you adjust to make sure your lines are perfectly straight. Check your diagonal, make sure you are perfectly vertical front to back. You've done this hundreds of times, maybe thousands. Gotta make sure you look perfect. Artur.
It's me.
After you finish up at the keep, would you? I forget. Were you already in full dress, or would you have been in slightly more casual wear?
I was in full dress already.
Gotcha.
Ceremonial cloak and everything.
Given that you are in charge of your Talrix, you would have had to report for a small brief at the barracks itself, just to make sure you're kept up to date. Would you have required your crew to meet you at the barracks, or would they have been allowed to just meet you on at where you're stationed?
Probably the barracks,
Gotcha.
because I am the. I gotta be the nail that. Or I gotta be the hammer that hits the nails. So you know, I gotta make sure that they look good.
Gotcha. Your group of 10 Talion come in rather haphazardly. A couple come early, some right on time. One guy comes late. Probably
He's
about
doomed.
minute and a half past call time. Would you have made a scene, addressed it?
Whole time's here.
God damn it.
I don't think so. I think there's a time that I would give him a look, and depending on if he was appropriately scared or not, I would not make a scene. I don't know. It depends. It depends on what this is going on. Yeah.
How intimidating are you trying to be? Like
You know
proper.
what? Yeah, I'm gonna roll
get your
an
shit together?
intimidation check.
Yeah.
That's a good. That's
Yeah,
a good
please do.
point. Yeah. I'm proficient in it after all.
Fantastic.
Bitch. Coming in late.
Not bad. He comes in kind of hand scratching the back of his head, grinning a little bit, bumps elbows with the guy next to him who came in just right on time, just barely escaping your disappointment. He looks over. You give him the look. Everyone knows the look. When Artur looks at you this way, you regret it. You stare at him for a solid minute. If he's gonna be late, you're gonna make everyone late. He slowly gets a little nervous, keeps scratching the back of his head. The grin turns to a frown. He backs up a little bit, puts his hands down, comes to attention. Primus?
Well. All right, boys. Circle up. They're all ready to go, right? Like this is we're this time.
Yeah, the guys who came early, some of them may have changed into dress when they got there. No one is stupid enough to not be dressed for call time.
Fair enough. All right. Well, while we're getting our final preparations ready, I'm gonna give them a little pep talk. You gotta tell them. As far as I'm concerned today, boys, our paradise has one enemy, and that's disorder. We will defeat this great foe through the strength of our sword arm. Mostly by making sure kids don't get run over by the procession, and that plebeians don't get into drunken fights. Remember, the most important rule: the less trouble you get into, the less trouble I get into. Let's get out of here. And then I'll try to get them to go.
They'll give you a sort of casual salute that you're somewhat accustomed to. They'll cross their fist over their chest, but they won't bow with it, slamming their plate against their gauntlet. Yes, Primus! And they'll all get ready.
Perfect. This is exactly what I needed for the thing to go well. Except for that one guy. Fucking Moash, you fucker. Coming in late. I'm gonna remember.
First there buys rounds.
What name did you
Moash. Yeah.
Because I'll forget. You gather your troops in a two-file formation, side by side. Would you lead the front, or would you take up the back?
Probably the front.
Gotcha. They will file in line immediately behind you, giving you probably about 2 foot space. Close enough to make sure you're known as a unit, not close enough to crowd you. Noash would definitely be fourth one back, probably left side. Not quite at the back, because he doesn't want to be a straggler and, deal with that. But not anywhere near you if he can avoid it. You'll make your way out, ensuring that you and your team would arrive to your designation with plenty of time to spare. Ideally, you'd get there probably, 15-30 minutes early?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, 15 minutes early.
Yeah. To be on
Where
time
are
is
we?
to be late,
Like,
and to be late is to be
That's right.
unacceptable.
we're supposed to be hanging out like over here by the street, right? Or like up here?
Yeah, basically along the main road, just at the entrance to the university.
Perfect.
Yes. You would know that your parents and brother would be within the courtyard in some put together almost amphitheater kind of bleachers, if you would. Not for any of the military personnel like Jim, he'd be on the ground, but some of the higher ups do get makeshift seating for the event.
Alrighty.
At about this time, yeah, Elle and Vince, go ahead and both give me another perception roll each. All right. All right. As you two continue to make your way towards the main road where the procession will be taking place, would you have intended to get basically roadside, or would you have wanted to watch a bit further away? Or would you have a specific destination in mind?
Wherever. Well, should.
We were going to the
Like,
fountain, right? Or the water?
yeah, we're going to the water feature. So, should we like cross the way and like view of this whole area here, or?
So you would have a couple options. Are you wanting to go to the aqueducts, the sort of fountaining of water that surrounds the courtyard, or the canal traversing north-south parallel to the main road.
I would say in the mist, taking the Threadmaster's words literal, I would make that known to Vince, whatever he wishes to make of that.
Yeah, I'll go where you. You're the tactical one.
So, is there? Okay, so where would we have access to? You know what I mean? 'Cause, I mean, there are places
Yeah.
where there's military, and
Yeah, so-
officials and whatnot.
Mine.
Depending, what's that?
You're-
-5 for you?
you're-
5 feet.
Our tokens. My token's invisible for you.
Your. Hang on, what the fuck?
It just says -5 feet. It's like you guys ran out of movement and they fucking deleted you.
No, that's verticality. Hang on.
Oh, you're underground.
Yeah, you were behind the map. The fuck? How did you do that?
You guys were.
Also,
sick
why can you be
waiting for me
behind the
to-
map layer?
You really
Burrowed
shouldn't
into
take
the
those
building.
giant pipes.
don't know.
If you jump
I-
those giant pipes and you hear the whomping sound, that just means you went underground. You should just have.
Well, anyway, here's what we should actually do. You know, we should probably go to where the water is. Yeah, so in terms of
Yeah, so there would be military personnel throughout most of this whole section, pretty much. The waterfall flowing into the, I call it a fountain. It's almost like a makeshift lake or pond around the courtyard itself. Just water flowing in a circle before it reaches the canals that travel the length of the city. That the courtyard would be almost inaccessible because that's where the sovereign is expecting to finish. That's where he's going to be getting out, going inside the keep, and then making his way up to a vantage point to address the city as a whole. The main street itself, there would be guards preventing people from getting on the road outside of to cross, given an escort if you needed to get to the other side. But you wouldn't be stopped from getting basically into the canal. They might, like, if they see you, they might stop you, kind of like a kid. You shouldn't really play in the canal. But it might not make a fuss of it. Depends who's around and how much they care about their job. In terms of the aqueducts themselves, you could go up the cliff here to actually make your way to the aqueduct, the upper level, or kind of in between some alleys here to make your way to the lower level of the aqueducts. Kind of depends what your end game is here precisely.
I think just like observation at this point. You know, we didn't get any actual information about, you know, what if anything is actually happening. Just that.
He basically just told you to stay hydrated.
Yeah. Which in that water towards, you know, where there's an event, according to me. Yeah, probably within view of the aqueduct. I'm assuming there's like a road.
Yeah, there would be sort of like a major road traveling in an arc right here, and then roads offshooting, and then some smaller ones connecting to the main road as well. But kind of where Zol's token is, that would be where the main road going across would be.
Okay. Yeah. I actually think that's like I would recommend we do.
Okay.
Maybe if we get a good vantage point across the main road, so maybe against a wall, see what happens.
Any notes, Vince?
No.
You two would make your way over. with the next 20 or so minutes. Along the way, you would notice a few more people making their way to watch the procession. They're wanting to get good spots or find any spot they can to view the sovereign. From what you gather, pretty much this entire section of the city should be able to hear the coronation speech itself, given the natural amplification of the area. It's honestly quite magical almost, its size. Just how much audio
Magic?
projects
Question.
from this area. There's a lot of public announcements that happen from here too, kind of like town criers and stuff, but more in official capacity, that kind of just give announcements to anyone within earshot. So a lot of people will be kind of around here in some of the shops or businesses nearby. A lot of people would be hanging out at the university. It's sort of an event there for a lot of the public. Making your way towards the main road itself, you'd notice a few people heading away from the street. Not entirely unlikely, impossible, but a little unusual. Most people would be wanting to go towards the coronation, not away from it.
They look like fighters.
You can give me an insight check.
We got a
Please.
Boo.
we got a sound effect and everything. That's not good.
No.
Dude, you want every day. Just do it.
But it's the beginning of the day. It's literally 9 a.m.
Yeah, what are your odds you're rolling another one? Come on.
I'll
Pretty high.
fucking look over at Vince instead of looking at them and say, what do you make?
I'm not cheating with you.
Nice.
You can
That's
roll insight, too.
integrity.
I'm not cheating.
You would have noticed them also. You got very similar perception scores.
Oh, okay. See, now the DM said it. Yeah,
Yeah, you would have both seen them. He's just the only one that
Oh.
responded.
Now that I have justification for the DM.
See, was that so hard? Yeah. So, it is a bit difficult to tell, as they are wearing a bit of loose clothing. However, one or two, you can probably see about, I don't know, 7-8 people total. One or two of them seem rather fit. They're moving confidently, with a lot of poise to them. They have a very steady balance. And they are not immensely muscular, but they look like they could, swing a weapon if need be. The rest of them are a little bit on the slimmer side. Maybe it's the clothing they're wearing, maybe it's the way they're walking, kind of hard to tell, but they are not quite as fleet-footed, if you would, not quite as sure on their feet.
They're not wearing any of the crown regalia or whatnot, are they?
As far as you can tell, they are not.
I guess I would respond to L and say, no regalia, but seem like they mean business.
I guess maybe we keep an eye out for them. Kind of strange.
Yeah.
They're leaving with purpose. Do we know that the coronation activities are going to start soon? Like, does it look like it's, filled up with the official guests and everything at this point?
Yeah, so given your ability to hear the chimes of the clock tower and when it was announced to happen, right about now, because you've been walking for a little bit, you would guesstimate, and you'd probably be about, let me move you guys Probably about. God damn it! How do I? Sometimes the controller a little finicky. It'd probably be about there. It'd probably be about 20 minutes or so, give or take, until the clock strikes 10, which is when it is signaled for the procession to start. The procession is meant to be about 2 hours or so of music and presentation and a very slow-moving, magnificent cart with the sovereign going from the gate to the keep. After which the king is slated to perform his speech at the 12th hour.
Okay. I'm gonna then keep my eye up at the fucking
Aqueduct?
yes, thank you. Throughout
Noted.
the event.
Gotcha. All right. If you aren't doing anything else on the way, you two can arrive probably about 5 minutes or so prior to the actual beginning of the procession. How close would you be aiming to get to the road? Like right next to it, as close as you can get, or staying back?
Yeah, we kind of want to see the show, right? What do you think?
Well, you can't see much anyways. We might as well sit somewhat in the back.
Give you a stink eye.
Damn.
I'm looking you straight in the eye and stinking right into it. I want to keep an eye on the aqua.
We can, just from back here.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
I would lead us to, like, not up close to the road. Like, let the crowd build in front of us and find a spot to sit up next to a building or whatnot.
Sure. You can.
And yes, continue.
You can do so. Per L, going up to a building on your right-hand side, so he has a view to the north of the aqueduct. Just right in between the peak of two roofs. Decent view.
I would sit down and kind of pull him down to sit down and say, I feel a little tired. I'm just going to rest on your shoulder. And I'm going to lay my head down on his shoulder and close my eyes. And then Alfredo's going to take off. And I'm going to begin to see through him.
Yep. Knew exactly what you're doing.
And
beautiful.
I don't want him flying around, so I will just have him go up higher and kind of find a perch where I get a taller, more wide view.
More north or more south?
Bird's eye view.
Bird's eye view, one should say.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, okay.
Go fuck yourself.
What was the question again? More north or south?
North or south?
I snap back in. What did you think? North or south?
Right above us. Like, I'm gonna like point to this spire up here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna and go back to Alfredo and have him fly up there.
Yeah, no problem. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, in order for this, is it 100 feet?
Yeah. I guess as long as it's within 100 feet, because I believe it's 100 feet.
Gotcha. Let me see.
I forgot that restriction.
Yeah, that's not a problem. You can pretty much be at the base of that building. Probably not leaning next to it itself, but a building next to it. For Alfredo to perch there at the top, getting a view down this way and over here.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
Balance purposes, Alex.
That is what we want.
Maybe if you cast it at a higher level. Anyways, go ahead and give me a perception check
I didn't cast
through
anything.
Alfredo.
Don't mind if I do.
I believe owls would have advantage now. You might need it.
Yes. Keen hearing and sight.
God damn it, Alfredo! Come on.
Anyways, Alfredo does have a an advantage over you two, both genetically and from his position. So he would be able to see much more than you two, just given that. So
And here.
yes.
He's got his both beat, dude.
Oh, it's great. Anyways, yes, he can see and hear better than you both, and he keeps an eye out. I guess you would keep an eye out through him. Per L, you'd keep an eye over on the aqueduct occasionally, but also keeping your eye here on the main road. You do see a familiar sight of Zal in the waterway, kind of wading in waist deep. Yeah, he'd probably be a little easier at this point. Yeah, waist deep into this waterway, as he's approaching some weird happenings in the water. Kind of hard to tell, but he's approaching something. At which point, we hear a loud fanfare announcing the beginning of the procession, as from the gate itself, excuse me, from the gate you see a magnificent horse-drawn carriage begin to make its way very slowly, with purpose, northern, towards the keep. On the carriage itself, you see a rather immaculately dressed Archon manning the reins. He looks as intimidating as the stories you've heard. His tall helmet almost cutting through the air as he keeps his eyes forward, glancing occasionally to the side. No one would dare make a move against him or the Sovereign at this point, but he could never be too careful. The carriage itself remains closed, curtains drawn for a moment, as the horse slowly makes its way north. At this point, Zal. You there?
Yep, sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries. You wade forward into the water, the fanfare catching you slightly off guard, as you approach this green foliage with bubbles and foam coming out of it. You really have no idea what it is. As you approach, it seems to just continually produce this weird bubbling coming from it.
Okay. I definitely believe I ended the session with basically kicking it.
Almost forgot that. Yes. You can go ahead and kick it. Go ahead and give me an attack roll. Just an unarmed strike.
Oh.
This is the first attack roll?
I think I
No.
talked about it earlier.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you killed someone. Yeah. You headshot somebody.
First murder?
What
It
murder?
was protecting your daughter, so.
Yeah. You were being a bad dad, working while your daughter got mugged.
No, dude, he sent
dare
his
you.
dog out and his dog bit someone. What?
A nine will be enough as you lift up your leg, a bit slow and sluggish in the water, but you kick forward into this green mass of vegetation, and you strike a green mass of vegetation, but your foot gets stuck into it. Seems to very slowly grip onto your foot. You wear thick boots or kind of just regular walking shoes?
Pretty normal stuff, yeah. I would not say that I mean, like
Working
traveler's
shoes?
boots, like
Yeah,
rider
okay.
boots.
Okay. Yeah, it feels a little weird, just the pressure on your foot that's kind of holding it in place. Feels soft but firm at the same time. Kind of mushy but hard to pull out.
Okay. Is it? All right. Well, if it's not reacting in any way, like if it's just kind of goopy and grabbed a hold, then I will. I'll actually pocket it, I guess. I don't know. I'll find like a flask.
The goop is kind of like the size of a couple people.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Wait.
it's not like a little ball of goop. It's like a tangling mass of kind of mossy, viney substance.
And it had no reaction.
Submerged in the water. It did not. No reaction, other than suctioning your foot.
Okay. And it's not active, right? Like it is. Like this is just kind of goopy moss.
Seems just kind of like a goopy substance that's emitting some bubbles, foam.
All right. Well, I'll still grab some of it then.
Sure. Do you just kind of pull it off? Do you you take a knife to it?
I'll just rip it. I'm not too concerned about the method.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
Okay.
Oh, you can do athletics if you're proficient. All right. You do.
There's
reach
like
forward.
There's like still apothecaries and stuff that can like potions are not off limits. They're just highly regulated, right?
It's a bit of a weird situation where alchemy and potions are a thing, but the way they go about it is different. We can talk on that more a little bit in the future, but yes, potions and salves are a thing, but like a health potion is more of a topical ointment that you would apply, still mechanically all the same, but it's less of a little substance you drink and magically feel better, and it's much more medical.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, but
still
yes,
useful.
They would still use plants and harvest their natural.
It's essential oils.
Yeah, there's still
Yes.
medicine.
There is
like-
medicine, yes.
Yep. Then this seems like a possibly worthwhile reagent, I guess. If it's continuously making bubbles, at the very least, it seems very lively. Which if magic is kind of off the table generally, then I'd imagine like vivacious plants are useful. So I'll grab that. I'll grab some moss.
Yeah, science is always appreciated.
I definitely thought that this was a man in a ghillie suit for sure.
100%. 100%. You reach forward and grab the moss. It does start to kind of suck your gloved hand in as well. Or gloved hand, bare hand? What you rocking?
Bear.
Gotcha. As you do kind of get your hand sucked in slightly, you do feel it start to pulse a little bit, like it's kind of grabbing, squeezing, pulling you in, and then loosening slightly to readjust. Grabbing again, squeezing and pulling you in. It's a weird sensation from a plant, something you're not used to. But you are able to go ahead and grab a fistful of it and sort of just yank it free. Would you like to do a nature or medicine check if you're proficient?
Sure. I am not proficient in nature or survival.
Or medicine?
I'm not proficient in that either.
Okay. That's fine. You kind of have working knowledge just from being a bounty hunter of, did it sting? No. Do you have a rash? No. Can't be too bad.
Yeah, worst case, it's probably useless, but it seems to be doing something.
Yeah, very fair.
Maybe it's
Um,
magic and I turn it in for a fucking 5 copper bounty.
Fair enough. As you pull free and you do sort of yank your boot out, all covered in slime now, and you package up the moss you pulled free in a flask. Would you do anything with the rest of it?
I mean, whenever it was like kind of pulling, it certainly did. Like, it did not seem like a threat, right?
It's
Like,
a
would a
hard.
kid get stuck in it? Would a kid drown in it?
A weak kid maybe, like a toddler, yes. Like a 7 or 8 year old, probably not. Would a toddler be
Alright.
playing in the canals? Doubt it.
Yeah, if I'm baby-proofing a whole D&D medieval city, I'm going to be doing a lot. I'm going to be spending a lot of time, so I'm fine with this.
All right, that's fair enough. You'll go ahead and climb out of the waterway, soaked from the waist down, but that's fine. You've had worse. Where would you make your way to next?
I think I'm just going to continue on my rounds to try and keep an eye out for rooftop lookouts or sniper. Like, I'm going to the second ring of the city, the one that is on the opposite side of the coronation processions.
Yeah.
And like the one where, hello, my fellow Americans, bang.
Yeah.
That kind of thing would happen.
Sure.
And just basically keep an eye out for ne'er-do-wells.
Okay. Would you be traveling basically sort of in the canal, or would you go properly above land and go?
I would be
roadside?
probably operating above land.
Gotcha.
The odds of people operating in the lower canals for this, especially to actually be in a useful position, is pretty low.
Gotcha. You make your way up, getting a few weird glances from some passersby. You do notice that
That's
the
control.
right. They immediately just start to ignore you as they crane their necks trying to see the carriage carrying the sovereign head northern, which you are able to just barely make out at this point. It would be down the road. Not 12 feet, but, you know.
Right. Knowing that, like, seeing that it kind of crept up on me a little bit and is a lot closer than I kind of imagined, I'm going to kind of hold up where I am and do I'm sure this is probably covered in all my other perception rolls. I don't probably see anything new, but I'm keeping a sharp vigil on this square as it leads to the courtyard.
Okay. Given your position, it'd probably be another 15 or 20 minutes before the carriage gets to you. Did you still want to take a look at the outer wall? Or are you still just focusing on that part of the courtyard?
So I am focusing like the full extent. Let me find my free hand. Was to kind of keep an eye on this perimeter to see if there's any rooftop bogeys. But if it's 15 minutes, well, let's put it this way: the Black Hand of Serbia absolutely was looking nervous for a solid 10 minutes before Archduke Ferdinand came by. So I'm looking around to see if there's anybody that's like nervous and not excited. Craning necks don't care. It's the look there, look aways, look there, look away. It's basically the people that look like me.
Gotcha. Go ahead and give me one more perception check. With this one, you can have an advantage.
For sure.
Because your last one did so well and led
Moss.
into moss.
I forget. Was that some like crazy roll? Was that?
That was your crit.
That was my crit. Okay.
Which, well, it does affect some other things going forward, but yes, that was the immediate effect of the crit.
Alright, and this is a perception check.
With advantage, yeah. 13. One sec.
I am totally understanding if the crowd is too much for anything useful to come out of this. Level 1 is level 1 for a reason, and my poor Zol, he let's hope he gets better with age.
Yeah. Full transparency.
Alfredo's on the case.
Yeah. Full transparency. Because I don't think Cole would care. Worst stat rolls out of every D&D character I've ever had in a campaign.
That's, you know what? Especially with as generous as you are with stat rolls, I don't doubt it. Like this, I tried really hard to fuck this up.
Nick, Arco rolled better. Yeah.
Not the famously, ooh, I hate the, like, this guy's stinky stink character did better. Oh no.
Yeah, that was
oh no.
that was our we couldn't fight one dude TPK'd character, and I'm like, yeah.
Jake, I whispered to you. Shut up.
Sorry. I just never paid attention to that.
Fucking get better. I don't
Yeah,
pay
give me a
attention to
second.
the game. I'm old.
I know. I just I see the rolls going. It's the shade. Okay, the shade difference of that is not far off.
I don't disagree. I might start DMing on Discord instead, but I have streamer mode on for notifications.
I gotta figure out how to deal with this. Never mind. It pops up when you do it.
Anyway, 13.
Yes. Okay. Let's see. You would.
Vincent sees me and knows I'm suspicious.
Yeah, right.
Whew.
Your name is changed to Franz, and you are
It's
now
like we're
sitting
kind
in the
of
dark.
suspicious.
Yeah. While you do take note or try to take note of anyone looking suspicious, Vince, you and Alfredo notice someone looking kind of suspicious. Though it is a familiar face, as you do see Zol kind of reach under where this bubbling is happening in the water, wait there for a few moments, and then pull out, get up out of the water, kind of just stand there looking around.
Interesting.
A fucking weirdo.
I would actually, because our focus was on the water. If he's pulling stuff out of the water, I would actually probably try to fly Alfredo closer to see if I can see what he's interacting with.
Okay. How close are you getting down?
I don't know how good Al's eyesight necessarily is on like how close I have to be to really see it. So we're gonna say
They're generally
They
as
have
good
vision
as
of
other
120.
raptors, but might have issues with bright light.
They have dark vision to 120.
yeah, but I meant like how close they would actually have to be to like really, you know, see the details of something. We're gonna say like 40.
Okay. That's fine.
Whatever, like there's trees, right?
There are. Most of the ones here would be a bit lower, not quite tall. The ones further out, closer to the mountain here, would be a bit
I would
taller.
probably go down into a tree.
Okay. With that roll you gave me, that shouldn't be a problem. Go ahead and give me another perception check with Alfredo. Go ahead and give it with advantage because in sight. All right. Yeah. Alfredo probably would get down here by the time Zol's kind of packing it away in the flask before tucking it into his jacket or coat rather. It
He's
seems
gonna
like
bring me mud again.
seems like a weird green plant of some sort. Really hard to tell. Looks like he pulled it out of the water and the bubbling is still going. You couldn't really. It looked kind of gooey, stringy. Hard to tell. But that's the best you're gonna get.
Okay. I would Alfredo would stay there until he leaves, and then he would fly back up to his perch.
I don't think Zal would be leaving anytime soon.
Yeah, I'm sticking around looking for. You see me basically like scanning the crowd, looking up above, and then looking around down the path back towards the procession. So maybe you see me like look at the owl, but owls exist, and I might even recognize the owl as like, huh, that's where he goes. And then I continue on, just like.
Vince, would you have brought Alfredo out at all before this? Was he like a regular at the tavern?
Occasionally, I'd bring him down into the
I feel like they can have an animal companion that he doesn't show off.
Yeah, are you sure? I feel like that would be also a cool thing at like a little tavern. Like
it's a mascot.
I feel like his regulars would know every now and then. Like he would bring. He probably has a little cage in the corner of like the actual that sometimes Alfredo will hang out in.
Don't worry, this platter doesn't have any pellets on it this time.
So I feel like
sure,
yeah,
you might recognize, especially given what's your actual plus on nature, Zal?
I do believe that is a +0.
Okay, yeah, you probably wouldn't.
That's
have...
average.
That's yeah.
Let's see. Nope, my nature is +2.
Okay, yeah.
Above average.
So I do in fact know owls exist.
You know they exist. You also know they are not native to this area. So this is probably almost certainly that owl. Just staring at you.
I look at him kind of. I still like I feel like Zal would be the kind of person that generally likes most things in nature.
That's fair.
Especially since he spends so much time ranging around.
If he looks at the owl, Alfred will fly back to his perch.
Yeah, that's true.
Just dip.
I've been spotted. Run.
Yeah, spell it right. Thank you very much.
That okay. I talk as the token I have selected.
Yeah. That's funny. I love how Alfredo's the one correcting him.
That was not planned.
Give it a few
at
levels.
all.
That's funny.
Not gonna lie.
That's perfect.
I've been hearing the name, but I've been afraid to ask if it was spelled that way.
Yeah. I was trying to enunciate it, but not be overtly like Owl Fredo, but I was definitely, wanting you to pick it up. All
Yep,
right.
nope. I'm good. I'm just keeping an eye out. Whatever. If the 13 gets me an owl, a 13 gets me an owl.
Let's see. Yeah. I think that would be all you get right now.
13 gets me an owl, and
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
I would, after Alfredo gets back up to his perch, I would come out of it and kind of still keeping my eyes closed, like I'm somewhat sleeping, and whisper to Elle and say, there is something weird going on in that water. Familiar face, that fellow Zal, was something goopy he pulled out.
Do we know Zal's a bounty hunter?
Are you public with working for the Pursuit Writ?
Yeah. I especially with that tavern being so close to the offices to drop people off, I have zero qualms about people there knowing that I do bounty.
You would know he's a bounty hunter.
In fact, maybe it could be that, oh yeah, he's a bounty hunter. Fucking keep all of our onions away from him. He gets no onions.
If
he says the right thing about the onions, he gets no onions still.
You get a bowl of onions too. French
Onions will
but
always have the peel. Always have the peel.
We never talked about if someone knows the code without knowing the code. What are we gonna do?
You get
Let's hope he doesn't. Let's hope he's not witty, like, because that's kind of a funny way to answer. How do you like your onions without the peel? That, like,
Peeled.
if somebody
duh.
knows if somebody is good at jokes, then fuck, they're gonna learn a whole lot of shit.
There was a non-zero chance that somebody could actually guess our password. We should probably change it.
Yeah,
That's
there's a
what-
non-zero
Problem
chance
is-
someone
Specialist.
likes clam chowder and has seen the stage performance of Shrek.
Anyway, the guy we
So
like,
you
but
wouldn't
our
give me a straight. Sorry, you wouldn't give me a straight answer if there were bards when there are stage performances of Shrek.
I didn't give
Well,
you a
Yeah,
straight
well,
answer
there
on
you
mine.
go.
that,
That's what you can expect here.
that's what I'd heard. Somebody once told me.
We are playing a quantum game of D&D.
I would say this roll is going to roll you, but you don't know if it's round or not.
I mean, truly,
But you know,
there was a day of mourning when that famous orator passed away, the leader of the speaker of open and crushed mouths.
He died?
and then a whole bunch of
Yeah, he
monkeys
died.
started
I didn't
singing.
know
It's
that.
sad, yeah.
I had no idea.
Sorry, what was
I
that?
didn't know you found out that
Smash
the
Mouth vocalist
singer for
died.
Smash Mouth died through my overt but not overt discussion with the death of the
Fuck.
Damn, he was. God, he died 2 years ago.
That's... With all the Shrek memes, how have I not seen this?
He's on the outside.
Because he lives on through them.
Unfortunate. Anyways,
Anyway.
13 gets you an L.
That's fine.
Yeah, well,
I
it's-
seen my priority.
Considering that they are the stealthiest bird.
Except for me.
Don't make sounds.
I'm a bird and I'm stealthier. Because I'm a game master.
That's true.
I have the shapeshifter tag from MTG on every class.
I'm a bird, but I'm stealthier. Got more head and I'm healthier.
Jim,
Yes.
as you hear the fanfare announcing the beginning of the procession, you straighten up, come to full attention. Kind of just barely elbow the guy next to you, who's across the room from you.
Yeah, I
Any-
poke him like in the small of his back because he's right in front of me.
Any more tomfoolery from this point out, or are you completely
No.
100% mission serious?
I am cover my butt serious. We don't want to stand out right now.
What's your passive perception?
Double checking right now. Just a 10. Simple average 10.
You would probably at most hear a little bit of snickering, probably coming from either the edge of the company or another group to the side of you. There'd probably be another, if not Corporatorium, it might be, let's see. It might be the Artificium, the engineer's siege weapon unit of the military. Bunch of nerds, you know, they build shit. They man big weapons. They couldn't fight.
Ones that blow up bridges? This guy scared me.
Yeah. If a
Gary
bridge
was
needs
an
blowing up,
engineer.
they take care. Yeah. You do hear a little bit of snickering coming from over that direction. Can't really tell if it's one of your guys or one of them.
Again, I am not a commanding officer, so if they get caught, it's on them.
That's fair. In that case, probably not much will happen for you at the moment. It would take quite a bit for the procession to finally make its way to you, so you're going to be here for a while.
I'm like
Sore
literally
feet, sore
counting
back.
the hairs on the back of this guy's head.
2,142. 2,143. It sucks because it's all black hair, so it's really hard to tell.
Well, and he's starting to sweat, so it's itching, and he has scratches once in a while.
Moves over a little
I've
bit.
lost
Can't
count
tell if you
4
counted that one or not.
I'm actually getting kind of annoyed. I've had to restart 4 times as he scratches his head.
No, you could just count an area, then multiply it by the rough surface area of his head. Get a pretty good estimate that way.
I did that, and now I'm trying to compare, but if he keeps moving his head, it's hard for me to keep count.
He'll shake his head side to side a little bit.
It's like all these things I'm like noting in my imaginary like black book. It's like you're keeping me both entertained but also annoying me. I will remember all of these and spike you for it.
Jim. Jim.
What?
I got a shit.
If this is the same guy I've been counting yours for, I am.
Yeah.
I'm going to break both of your legs.
Why didn't I go before?
Oh my god! I like actually, resist the urge to lift my hand and pinch my the bridge of my nose. I don't. You did this at parade training. And you did this last week when we were doing the practice for the coordination. Are you just like a nervous shitter? You know what? No, dude, don't turn around. Don't answer me. You're gonna have to hold it for another hour and a half.
Oh, fuck.
And I swear to God, if you let anything out and I'm standing behind you, I will go to jail for killing you.
You might be going to jail, buddy.
Better not.
He'll continue probably making a little bit of small talk while he clenches for dear life. You can choose to continue playing along or not.
I am at a point. I think I give it like 1 or 2 more responses, and now I'm just trying to figure out if I can hide his body underneath the guy standing in front of him, or if I can just like stand on top of his spot. If I actually have to like punch him in the small of his back or something.
But
outwardly I don't really do much.
If it comes to that, you could probably roll an int check or something for tactics, but we'll come to that bridge when it
I'm gonna roll
crosses.
that now. You're gonna let me roll an in check? I'm rolling that now.
Go for it.
Save or just straight in?
Int check, yeah. It'd be like a tactics roll. You know, it's pretty good. You think there's a chance, like the tiniest chance, that if you coordinate with probably 2 other guys, you might be able to make it work. But you wouldn't risk it. It'd be better for him to shit himself and probably get court-martialed than you have to deal with that.
You know what? That's fair.
Got over a 20, I was going to consider it.
Oh, there's in the Marine Reserves and also in the United States Army Reserves, even if you're like supply, you do have to do like room clearing training and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I was legit, because I'm in the military, I was gonna start making up formation commands for our phalanx where we literally just like kick him in the back of the knees and step forward in like unison, put him behind us so he shits in the back of the line.
That's basically how you think it would work, but given superior officers being nearby, at least to an extent, getting away with it, 50-50.
Backup plan, hold my breath, close my eyes.
You hear the tiniest toot. And with that,
off the beans.
I think I'm allergic. And with that, Artur, you and your Talrix are posted up in proper formation. The units behind you would have feet shoulder width apart, swords drawn, pointed down, gripped in one hand, other hand on top resting, shoulders square, looking forward. The outer ranks would be eyes on the horizon, rotating sentry style slightly, The ones in the middle would be keeping their eyes dead forward just over your shoulders. How would you be standing?
So where
You are
am I not gonna stand the same?
up to you if you would like to stand differently as a showing of superiority, or if you'd like to have a showing of uniformity and standing the same.
Well, actually, I mean, like, am I supposed to just be standing still, or am I gonna be walking back and forth? I might be walking around, making sure everyone else is standing correctly. That's probably what I'd be doing.
That's fair. It kind of goes to the discretion of the Primus themselves. The Dominus, because there would be a few not quite manning their entire 100-unit Syntraxis in total, but probably with smaller squads of 10 to 20, similar to your own size. They would certainly be patrolling themselves. They would not stand still whatsoever. Their units would, but the Dominus themselves would not.
Yeah, so I'll make sure that my guys are standing right, and then because I have an ego, I'll make sure the other Palrixes around are standing right. But
You catch one or two, feet a little too wide, shoulders not square, wrong hand on the blade. Might have been a lefty. No lefties in the army. Hold it with the right hand.
Yeah, I'll be correcting people.
Gotcha. Would you have weapon drawn, or just gripping the hilt for whenever it may?
Probably just gripping the hilt. I'm
Gotcha.
gonna have it drawn.
Cool. Go ahead and give me a perception check as you make your strides and keeping an eye on your lessers. -1.
Not very perceptive.
16's still really good.
Yeah. I'm on top of my game today.
You are. You are prepared. You have your eyes peeled.
I'm not a wise person.
You are not, but in this moment, you can fake it. As you notice and nitpick a few more mistakes, disorder, if you will, among the Italian. But that's just for show, as while they are a representation, it is just visual. You do scan the crowd, keeping an eye on potential rumblings, goings-on that might be a problem. You keep an eye behind you, or behind the unit, where there are some higher-ups politically and economically at the university who have a pretty decent viewing of the procession. Some people within the building itself, with the windows on the back, providing an excellent view of where the coronation will properly take place. Everyone over there seems to be rather nominal, couth, very average. Nothing catching the eye. Fancy people fanning their faces with hand fans. Some people looking rather gaudy, some just above average. You look back out towards the road itself. Probably about this point would be when the procession makes its way to you, or to your position at least. And the drawn curtains are brushed aside as the striking young figure of soon-to-be King Percival Illyria the 50th shows his face.
Does he have his sword yet? Or is that going to give it to him later?
He is donned in full gallant armor, bright gold, markings of lions on the pauldrons, covered neck to toe in fancy, but hard to tell whether it is for use or not. It is rather striking in appearance. You're more than welcome to do a check to see, but that's up to you. It is at the very least stunning. He is not wearing the crown yet, but his longish blonde hair is very neat, comes down on his face evenly. His piercing green eyes, looking throughout the crowd, briefly makes eye contact with you, looks away, raises a hand, gently turns as he waves to everyone. Emotionless, staring deep into everyone he makes eye contact with. As he passes by your ranks, you would all be expected to salute.
I'll give him a good salute.
Your Talrix
And, like,
follows suit.
And I was just gonna say, I'd probably like as the procession like gets close to me, I would go stand with my guys and salute them.
You stand at their helm. You salute first. Half a beat later, the rest follow suit in time, stamping their foot, fist across the chest, bowing at about a 10-15 degree angle. A couple people still need some practice. And you stay that way until he passes by. Salute not allowed to end until the back of the carriage passes the end of your company. After it does so, the Talrix returns to attention, weapons drawn. You'd be free to move around again.
Perfect. Good job, dumbasses.
You hear someone snicker.
Perfect. This is exactly how I wanted this day to go. So far.
I would have half expected you to stab the guy who snickered.
Oh, it was a joke. It was a joke.
He's the one that gains your most respect. As it passes by, Zal, and by extension, Vince through Alfredo, you do see the procession slowly approaching. People nearby are becoming more and more excited, sticking their necks out as much as they can, a couple tally and pushing them back. Someone dares step foot on the road, a Dominus comes by and shoves them to the ground.
Sorry about that. You say a Dominus shoves him to the ground?
Yeah.
And were they, like, clearly in the way?
Not necessarily in the way, but they did stand properly in the road, both feet. Given another, it's moving rather slow, 5-10 minutes, they may have been in the way, but it is very clear you don't cross the street without an escort, and you wouldn't do it at this point in front of the Sovereign.
Okay. I'm going to keep an eye on that Dominus, because the Dominus was one of the few cloaks that I didn't mess up too bad, and that seems like a little bit of harsh brutality for, like, uncharacteristically rough whenever you're trying to set the tone for look at our glorious kingdom.
Understood. You can go ahead and keep a tab on him. He is helmed, but he is above average height, a little bit on the thinner side. His face hard to see with the helmet, but he's tanned. If
That's
you
another
would.
thing.
A little bit
Are most of the Dominus in like their helmets, or are they
Yes.
showing their faces in? Okay.
They would be in their helmets. When the proper, you would have noticed further down the way, when the proper salute happens, they would remove their helm for uniformity. The Italians do not wear helms. The Primuses have hoods as part of their cloaks. Most of them don't really wear it unless they're cold or raining.
Okay.
Dominus do have helms. Nothing too crazy. It's a pretty standard open face, round helm. Covers the neck. You could probably see from this point the Archon. Apologies. Pulling leading the cart that the carriage that the Sovereign is on. He is in a full winged helm, very bright silver, covers most of the face, but still leaves an opening just for the eyes and air to breathe. But he is almost entirely covered. His appearance is striking.
Okay. I'm getting like the extended VAD vibe, so I'm gonna keep an eye on him like beyond measure.
Sure.
If he like reaches for a weapon, I'm throwing.
That's fair. His hand flutters around the grip of his sword pretty consistently. You wouldn't necessarily know if that's military standard.
Power hungry still exists. I'm willing to understand that he's probably not a good guy just because he's in armor, but at the same time, I'm also not going to think that that's a nothing.
Hey, Dad. All Dominus are fast. Anyways, Vince, you, through Alfredo, would probably have noticed that too. The Dominus shoving someone down, he probably would have noticed Zal's reaction to it too. Kind of snaps his head towards him, keeps an eye, being narrow. Keeps a tab on him from that point forward.
Yeah, I'll just kind of mentally note it and just kind of keep.
Okay. Elle, are you still trying to just keep an eye on the aqueduct?
Yeah, the people were going the opposite end of us.
Mhm. Yep. Sure.
Aqueduct is one of those, water things that I was thinking about. Yeah, let's go.
Give me a perception check. Percepzione.
Oh. Yeah, damn it. I'm gonna use it on this one.
All right.
What? Yeah.
Okay. It is not impossible to see if someone would be at the aqueduct from this angle. It would be difficult to see if they were inside of it, crawling, so you can't really make determination from that point. But you do have a decent view, check or not, of this sort of line of sight. Just right here. Unless someone was, wearing camouflage or under the cover of darkness, which it's, almost high noon, middle of the day. It'd be very hard to miss someone going up that way. Right. So even with a low roll, there's a decent chance you could see. as of right now, you have not seen anyone go that way, but you have not seen anyone else from those original people make their way away from the main road.
Okay. Yeah, until I hear otherwise from Vince, I'm just hanging out here.
Okay. For the next hour, the procession continues without much, dare I say, fanfare. The crowd cheers as the sovereign passes by them. The various military and political members will salute. The entire time, the sovereign will maintain a straight expression, waving as he passes by, staring at various people, some a bit more than others. Zal, he would probably meet your eyes for half a beat before looking away.
Okay.
It'll probably take about an hour for the procession to make its way to the edge of the courtyard. Jim, as the carriage makes its way, you and the rest of the Portoria would be expected to bow, or salute, rather. The gentleman in the front right corner would probably signal, yelling attention in some way, stamping his foot, so you all do it in the same motion.
Yep, Chris practiced. Even if we do fuck around, there's some things that's just riding a bike. Salute's one of them.
You and the rest immediately, heels together, fists on the shoulder, angled forward slightly. The man in front of you. Oh, fuck. You hold it. Bent forward at an angle. You can just barely see his knees buckle a little bit.
And I have nothing I can do about it now.
That's right. The carriage would continue forward a little bit more till the end of the courtyard, where the main road leads into a slight ascent to enter into the keep itself. The carriage would stop. The Archon would release the reins, tie them up, step down, and pull out the steps for the Sovereign. He steps down gracefully, but with purpose. One step at a time. He will again turn around to address the crowd, waving once more, before he turns his back and starts to walk into the keep. The crowd cheers. The military personnel stay saluting. And he disappears inside. At this point, Jim and Artur, your groups would have a moment to stand at rest.
Okay. Noted.
Jim, the gentleman in front of you, turns his head slightly. You think I can go before the speech starts?
No, maybe. If you run fast enough, you'll make it back in time without getting caught.
Fuck. He's gonna squeeze his way out and start heading to the back of the company as sneakily as he can before sprinting away. grabbing his behind.
I'm gonna whisper behind me. Just a quick one step, and I'm gonna take one step, and the entire column behind me takes one step. So I fill in the gap, so the gap's in the back.
With practiced precision, you cover down in front of you. Takes not 2 glances to adjust your front to back and your diagonals. Impossible to tell, except for the one spot in the back, but who could really see?
If this is super accurate, I would assume we're actually back to the waterfalls, which would probably also help out.
Yeah, you'd probably be at an angle facing southeast. And then the company to your south would be facing, directly east, and then to the south of them would be facing northeast, kind of like in a curve.
Gotcha.
Like each block would still be a block, and then the blocks would curve. That makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. You would all probably know that there'd be about 10 to 15 minutes as the sovereign prepares to address the city, country, the individuals for the proper coronation. Would anyone do anything in that time?
I probably just like crack my back. Like, there's a way where if you like flex your lower back, you can like pop the discs a little bit and crack them. So like as I'm staying attention for so long, I probably just like crack my back, take a quick look around, see how everyone else is holding up. But besides that, probably not much.
Yeah, there wouldn't be enough time to topple a monarchy, would there?
At level
We're only
1?
we're only
Level 1? I'm sure we
Level
could
2,
do it.
maybe.
Time.
Level 2, maybe, but not level
That wouldn't be
1.
enough time. Okay. No, I got nothing.
I mean, hey, level 1s can kill a king. But the
Level 1
repercussions
can kill a
after,
king.
that's,
Yeah.
All it takes is one contested athletics check and a pair of stairs, but
Oh, that's fair. For a
I
hot
mean,
air
killing a
balloon.
king would be a lot of XP, I assume.
Oh yeah. I mean,
well,
you don't-
XP is
you don't become
distinctly
a-
based on CR, so if he's just a figurehead and
Well.
has no combat prowess, he'd probably be worth 200 XP max.
So are we expected to like kind of stay where we're at? Or are we expected to move into the courtyard, or like what's the
You and your group would be expected to maintain, this area still, just because there are important people within the university. You're
Mhm.
kind of protection detail, sort of.
I
You're making sure nobody can enter into the university courtyard from the street or the sides, as well as look pretty for the procession. But mostly you're on guard duty.
I see.
Stop
So we
doing
are
it.
actually doing something here.
Yes, you are on duty.
Okay.
Jim is not. They're military, but they're porters.
Yeah, I get a fancy scarf. I'm here to look nice.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
You know what I immediately thought when you said that? The
What's that?
the neck sash that you see on traditional flight attendants.
Oh yeah, kind of wasn't thinking of it at the time, but yeah, kind of that vibe.
Yep, we all have the tilted side hat too. It's just we're literally we're not combat, and you can tell.
It's funny because most of you are still like in good fucking shape, just because.
I feel like there are two kinds of porters in my division. There's the ones that carry the shit, and the really pretty ones we put in the front. Like there's just a line of really attractive porters that we put there because they look good in the uniform.
Yeah, you're a mix of both.
He's
That's
the
why I'm
link
in
between
mid.
the two.
That's why you're in the middle. It gets progressively uglier as you go back.
But they also just get wider. Their traps are huge back there.
Yeah. We're going to take like 2 or 3 minutes. I'm going to refill my water, and then we'll be back, okay?
Water break.
Okay.
Water break.
I'll also get some water.
Hydrate.
Please proceed as I unpause the recording.
I want to take Alfredo and I want to fly around the crowd, and I'm looking for a female that goes by the name Catherine.
I
You
did not do
find-
this.
You find
I'm looking at tags. You know, people always like write their names on the tags.
You find
So
10 of them.
Okay, 10.
An abundance.
I mean, gotta be more than 10, right? Catherine's a really
No,
common name.
he's a bad searcher. He only sees 10.
Oh,
They're all
okay.
they're all spelled differently
You
too.
have the name Catherine to
They're all
wear
spelled
your
differently.
tag?
Got it.
All spelled
Catherine?
differently.
I will note those 10 down and fly back up to my perch.
Yeah, none of them are correct.
Okay, now unpause the recording.
It was already on pause for that. Thank you. Yeah, I half expected your response to be serious, but I also wanted it captured for posterity. All right. As the next 10, 15 minutes pass, the crowd begins to get a little restless. The military still in attention. The ones patrolling the street, trying to calm some people down. Just be a few more minutes. Just relax. That one Dominus Zal saw earlier, not really taking any placating, he's sort of just patrolling. Not making contact one way or the other. As the coronation itself draws nearer, Vince and Elle, would you be staying in the same spot, moving at all, trying to get a better view of the keep?
Sorry, yes, I would.
That is fine. I was asking Vince and Elle first.
Yeah,
but
Zal, shut
you
up.
too. Sorry.
He said Vincent Saul.
I did. Fuck me. My bad. Vince and Elle, but Zal too.
Elzal, new name, new tag.
I guess I'll come out of Alfredo's mind and ask Elle. Hold on, forgot how to do this, boys. Hold on, I'm a cook. Just bear with me. Do you want to stay here?
And I haven't spotted anything yet, and we're already how far into the coronation proceedings are we?
It
Or
would
just
now.
the-
Yeah, so the
Mhm.
procession would have finished.
Okay.
And then it's been the waiting time before the proper coronation and addressing of the city.
Okay, cool. Didn't spot anything up on the thing, nor anyone wandering up there. So,
Correct.
I'll talk to Vince and say, yeah, I mean, we can get closer if you need.
That's up to you.
I'm not seeing anything up there.
Well, I'm seeing a lot.
Anything of use?
Nope, not yet. Found about 10 Catherines, but
Weird. All right. Well, I guess we just enjoy the show now, huh?
I'm gonna keep my eye on that water, though. Something goopy going on.
Well, you want to go check it out? Let's go check it out.
Okay.
I don't know what water you're talking about, but let's go. Lead the way.
We'll start to walk to it.
Sure. It
This is the
is.
first I'm hearing about anything in the water. And
No,
was
I
like,
told you.
Action. Oh, I was away.
Oh.
I was
Son of
probably
a bitch.
burbed.
I told you that I saw. No, yes, you were here because I told you I
Oh,
saw
you saw
Zal
Well, you saw him doing some shit.
in the water,
Yeah.
something goopy.
Oh, something goopy? Yeah, I disregarded that because Zal's a jerk.
Oh, well, that's something he found something goopy in the water. So yeah,
Oh.
we're gonna go
Yeah.
to
Zal
it.
moves away. Let's go
nonchalantly.
to it. Oh. Like, is Zal still around?
Zal, you're moving away?
Yeah, I'm still keeping like a general eye out for like people up above primarily, and then the like one dude that was looking antsy for murder. But I'm going to move to a more relevant position,
Sure.
which
can-
to be less
Mhm.
vague is like closer to where the action would naturally be towards the coronation zone.
Sure. you can definitely approach the courtyard. Following the procession, the road would be allowed to be tread upon again, allowing for people to move forward to kind of fill up the road itself in an attempt to get closer and closer to the courtyard, which is mostly filled with the various military personnel, higher up politicos, some just wealthy people, and then everything further back is kind of just anyone else who can fit. It's not terribly difficult to push your way through if you wanted. There's also the option of traversing upstream in the canal if you wanted. Depends what you're going for.
I'm not gonna be so obvious as to
Mhm.
like make me a potential target at this point. I'm the chance for me to make some like galaxy brain play has gone. So
Gotcha.
it's fine.
Okay.
But what if you were
you-
a salmon and you just wanted to swim upriver?
Just internally, I feel very.
He's not the druid. Jake is.
Yeah.
Well, he's not playing one this time, and I don't know what he's playing. He just because I have an inkling and I'm probably right doesn't mean he's not also just a druid who wants to be a salmon.
That's true. He could just be a bad druid or really good at hiding it. Anyways, you can push forward. Are you trying to be like how close are you wanting to get? Like how out of your way are you going?
Like
Like
back
kind
of
of
the
are you
crowd.
back of the crowd? Okay, that's perfectly fine, easy enough, no problem. Crowd will kind of fill in behind you as that happens though. So you'll probably be I don't know, maybe 100 yards from the edge of the courtyard itself. Not far enough that I'll say 50 yards. Not far enough where you couldn't get there if you needed to do something, but not so close that you're encroaching on the important people.
Okay.
As you move away, Vince and Elle, you approach basically where he left. The waterway beneath you. It's a bit of a steep slope to get down there. There's basically a little gap in between the side area. Let me marker. Basically, the land here. There's like a gap, probably about 6-7 feet deep in total. Water's about 4 feet of that, 3 to 4 feet, and then a couple spots where there's a bridge connecting to the main road. So there is a clear separation between the main road and the areas to the side here.
And there's a pathway down to. whatever
Less of a pathway,
is-
more like kind of just a steep. You can kind of just walk down it. Someone who's really clumsy might slip. A kid might slip, but you can get your footing no problem.
Kind of stand
But
on the edge. Look at it.
As you stand on the edge, you can see what Vince saw through Alfredo. There is a bubbling in the water, kind of like a foamy substance on the surface. Kind of bubbles up, filters away, bubbles up, fizzes away. Seems to be caused by something underneath.
I'm gonna talk to Vince. What do you make of that?
Can I roll a check?
What are you trying to discern?
Let's see.
I think.
I am. What does this consist of? Hold on.
I want to use my cooking utensils to determine if it's edible.
Well, I have a herbalism kit, is what I was looking at.
For sure. I think that
I was
now comes with
going
a
to-
couple of things specifically it lists.
Like a couple actions that you can do. with
Yeah,
it.
like identifying a plant or whatnot.
That's what I was trying to. Is it in my backpack?
Let me see.
No, I don't actually have. Sorry, I don't actually have one. I was proficient.
You should have gotten it with
Yeah, it should come
your
with
background.
I thought there was some tools that I was supposed to have, but I couldn't find them, and I didn't know what tools they were. But because I know we sold at the very beginning when we were doing my sheet, I know I sold some other things to buy certain things, certain tools, but I don't have any of them marked.
Let's see. So to just base, not Xanathars or anything, just base, you can identify a plant just with a DC 10. If you have proficiency with the kit, you can create a potion of healing. Doing so requires using the kit and 25 gold and 8 hours of work. You can add your proficiency bonus to any check with the tool. If you have proficiency in a skill, blah, 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 you also have advantage if it's related. So, for example, identifying a plant just with the kit, you can do a proficiency roll for int with a DC 10. More exotic plants may take like a nature or medicine check depending on the type of plant, in which case if you're proficient you can add advantage because you're proficient with the kit. Otherwise, if you're not proficient, you can add proficiency because of the kit. Does that make sense?
Yeah, dude.
Are you proficient
Can
in either medicine or herbalism?
I am proficient in medicine, but not nature.
Okay.
But I am proficient in the herbalism kit as well.
Right. So you'd be able to, you'd have to get close enough to, examine it, because you can't really tell much other than there's something green under it in the water.
Yeah. What? Watch my back. Gonna go down this little slope closer to the water.
Roll me a dexterity. No, you're fine.
No, my hip.
Even your old bones can make it down easy enough. Might be a little slippery, but not too bad.
And I'm gonna try to examine this thing.
Sure. You wade into the water, which again would be about waist deep. You get a little bit closer, and you kind of reach under this foaming section of the water. Do you just reach out with your hand to grab it, or are you just trying to get a closer look?
I would. What do I have on me here? I would use. I got some. I was trying to see what was in this kit. Yeah, why not? Let's just use our hand.
Okay. As
Let's
you
use our hand. Let's just try to. Actually, no, I probably wouldn't do that. No. I wouldn't use my hand because I don't know what the fuck it is.
Use your hand.
I've got a dagger on me, so I'd use that to try to see if I can.
your chef's knife? No, that's fine. Yeah, you can.
I got a lot of them. I can wash them.
Wait, before you make this decision, hear me out. What if it feels like that really nice slime that people sell?
Oh, did not mean to click that. I know, right?
Wow.
Don't you want to put your hand in that?
No.
I tried.
Put your face in. Look.
I tried. You know.
Thank you. You reach out with the dagger and you sort of try to slice out some of it. It's a bit tough and sticky, hard to do. It kind of grabs onto the dagger as you try to slice through it. You can try to yank some of it out, but it has a pretty strong grip. You'd have to roll a strength check.
Dude, I'm pretty strong.
Old man strength.
Just flat strength.
Yeah, just flat strength. +1. You'd be able to not be pulled further in, but you wouldn't be able to pull the dagger out, let alone slice through it.
Did you say I have a herbalism kit?
Yeah, I think whatever gave you the proficiency should have given it to you. I'm pretty sure it was your background. So I'll say yes, you can have a herbalism kit.
Okay, because that's got clippers in it.
What if you called it your spice bag?
Spice bag. So I'm gonna pull out the clippers and try to use those to kind of cut some off and free my dagger as well.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me dexterity with proficiency. Do you wouldn't have proficiency with sleight of hand, would you?
No, I do not.
Okay, then you can basically just roll a proficient stealth dex check because of the kit.
So a dex.
All right. You reach out with the clippers going underneath the water, um, switching hands with the dagger to kind of tug it towards you a little bit to make it a little taut. You reach out with the clippers and snip off a section of it, freeing the dagger with some of the plant attached to it and pull it out of the water. You have probably about a small fist-sized chunk.
I'll get out of the water on kind of the slope.
You are soaked from the waist down.
This is a terrible idea.
It looks like the bubbles are coming from underneath this mass.
Sorry, it's coming from under the water. Upon closer look, it seems they're probably coming from the mass. It seems there's bubbles coming from it that are kind of foaming at the top of the water.
I'll kind of take it up the slope and plop it down and pull out my kit and start examining, trying to see what this is.
Sure. Roll me. I believe nature is int, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So int with with proficiency. Or if you would like to specifically do medicine to determine not the type of plant, but what sort of medicinal properties it may have, you could try that, and you'd be able to roll with advantage.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay. It might not tell you exactly specifics about the plant, but that's fine. 16, 20.
Maybe do an Arcana to see if I recognize it from any texts I've read.
You can. Would you have specifically looked at much regarding?
Actually,
Mm.
well, so I think the history book that I have, maybe I could do a history for noticing it. Yeah. So with the book that I have, with this whatever magic history book, I think you said it was, um, whatever knowledge that we have. Maybe it's one of Vince's journals or something. Whatever. Um, the I would study it like page by page. You know what I mean? Like, so if there was a mention of a plant like this, I would probably catch it. If not, there'd be no chance of it, then that's fine. Just
Okay.
seeing what options.
Go ahead and just roll me a flat history then.
Well, hell.
You can't recall.
Thanks for transferring those shit rolls to me, Jake.
You can't recall really much about plants or any sort of fauna in his research. Focuses mostly on the abstract, the way it interacts with people, less so plant life or creatures.
Less practical.
Yeah, a little more practical use too. Vince, however, you take a good look at this, and from your kit, you pull out a little bit of a tube that you stuff some of this in, and then you cork it up and shake it a little bit.
It's math.
It's green math. As you shake it up pretty firmly for a few seconds and look at it, it seems to shrivel up a little bit before re-expanding and starts to continue its little, not quite pulsing, but it's kind of like flexing and decompressing every so often. When you pick up with like some tweezers, a little snippet of it, kind of bring it up close, you can kind of hear a little just constantly. It's getting a little less squelchy as time goes on, as it kind of dries out a little bit, but it's still very moist. After probably a couple minutes, it takes for you to determine this doesn't seem to have any inherent arcane properties that you can discern, but it seems like there's some sort of automechanical function going on here. There's gases being produced. Can't really tell what gas, but it's not just the escaping of air that's trapped inside of it causing the bubbles. It's releasing some sort of vapor of some sort. Might be from transitioning the water, converting it into something inside of it in a process. How specifically this could be used, you may have to do some more testing on, but this seems very peculiar alchemically. You haven't really seen anything like it. You don't really, outside of plants, converting oxygen to carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide. Jesus Christ. Reverse that. Jesus.
We're all dead.
Kill me. I used to be good at math and science.
You caught it. You're fine.
This is kind of not heard of very much, if at all. You've never really seen anything like this. It seems slightly more alive than a normal plant. It seems to react to things akin to like a Venus flytrap would. It's very peculiar. That's really all you can tell. It's unique. It doesn't seem from around here. It's not used in potion ingredients currently, but it might have some very interesting uses going forward.
I will keep the vial of it, kind of put it away, and get back up and say, let's move away from this.
Yeah, all right.
And once we get away, I'll go back into Alfredo, and I want to fly him a little closer, and I want to sit there and just kind of watch it for a couple minutes. And I'm trying to discern if I feel like is it like if it's building, you know what I mean? Like if it's the what it's producing and whatnot, is it getting faster? Is it starting to build up, or is it kind of staying the same?
Okay. Did you mention any of this to me?
No, figure it out yourself.
No, I probably would have. But when we were away, not still standing next to it. So I guess when we got away before I go into Alfredo, I was like, it is some sort of. It's not. I've not seen this before around here. I would need to do some more testing on it, but it seems more alive than a normal plant, and it's also producing some sort of vapor from the water. I need to have Alfredo look at it to see if it's getting bigger, or if it's kind of, you know what I mean? If it's building, if it's ramping up. Maybe this is what they were talking about.
We should throw a torch on it.
Well, I don't want to disrupt what it is yet.
We're in the middle of a town. We're not in nature. I think is that.
Yeah, but what if it
looking
needs
around this canal? Is it like a groomed canal, like just dirt?
The canal is made of stone.
Stone.
Like it's properly manufactured and man-made. Just like the aqueducts.
So having a plant in it is strange.
Yes.
Just in general. Yeah.
Yes, it seems peculiar. You wouldn't necessarily know the ins and outs of city upkeep and whatnot, but given that there's
seen any others.
Yeah, it seems odd that A, something this unique would be here, and then B, plant life would be in here when there's no trees above it for branches to fall in, nothing like that. You do know that in general the city is very well upkept, especially in this district. So the fact that it hasn't been addressed, kind of weird.
I think we leave it there. It might be part of a bigger thing. But keep our eye on it. I want to see if it is
It
expanding.
might be dangerous. What if it's poison gas?
But for who? For us or for them?
Sorry, I would at least be able to let you know the fumes that were emanating from the plant didn't seem noxious or toxic from what you could tell. You got a pretty decent roll. It's some sort of gas, but usually there's some sort of inkling when you bottle it up, shake it up. You can kind of tell when the vapors coalesce a little bit more and condense, and then you pop the cork off, and you have a very gentle, proper chemical whiff. No effect. Nothing toxic. At
I
least
don't
not
feel like
in
it's.
not immense quantities.
I don't feel like it is to that point yet. If it's going to get there at all,
Oh, okay.
but I
alright
want to
then.
see if it's expanding, if it's getting faster. So give me a couple minutes to watch it.
Sure.
Then I will have Alfredo kind of perch him a little closer to it and just kind of watch it for a couple. And I just want to see if I can gauge, like I said, if it's expanding,
Sure.
if it's getting faster
Sure.
in its process.
After your inspection, when you have Alfredo get a little bit closer and you two move away a bit, would you move back towards the west or more north south, kind of flanking the road still?
I feel like where's the so the king is supposed to come out and speak.
Balcony here. Pretend there's a balcony. Here.
I guess that we would kind of mix ourselves back into the crowd that is going to be.
In order, does the former king who abdicates speak first, or is it just the new king?
You wouldn't necessarily know. This is the first coronation in your lifetime. Last one was 50 years ago to date. Hasn't really been explained. You were just made aware there will be, in terms of after the procession, the new king will be crowned, and he'll make a speech, and from there it's kind of just up to him.
So what I'm hearing is I'm not important enough in the military to get the itinerary.
Yeah.
Okay.
You push
Got it.
papers
I'll
and give
stand here and
people
look pretty.
boxes. Respectfully.
Yeah.
That being said, by this time, as you two kind of mingle forward a little bit more northward into the crowd, you might spot Zal depending on how much attention you're paying to the people in the crowd. He wouldn't be too far away from you. At this point, you would all notice the the red curtains lining the balcony are pushed aside as the now familiar face of soon-to-be King Percival Illyria presents himself again. Again with
I think you get angry when people call him Percy.
This is his kind of first public appearance. It's very uncommon for anyone to see anyone in the royal family outside of the current king. So, no.
Like anyone?
As far as
like
you know.
Anyone. Okay.
You wouldn't, none of your immediate superiors wouldn't. Maybe the archons, some of the higher ups in the military. Probably the imperator, but
staff and stuff.
Nobody you know.
Okay, because when you first said it, my immediate thought was, does he keep his family in a dungeon? No one sees his kids?
Wait, French.
Nobody you're familiar with.
Yeah, it's fair.
You don't have secondhand, maybe third-hand experience.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah. Also, because the king had the same name, probably nobody's going to call them Percy. They'll get executed. But who knows? It could be different.
I feel like there's a Percy law. Punishable by death. Breaking the Percy law.
As the curtains are thrown open and Percival steps forward, the crowd grows restless and bursts into cheer. He takes a few moments just standing there, raises his hand, lowers it slowly as the crowd dies down. He reaches forward, puts the crown so familiar to you as to be once worn by his father, King Percival the 49th, places it on a small pillow, the golden crown shimmering in the sunlight, each gem brilliantly reflecting its blues, reds, greens. And he takes but a moment My friends, my family, fellow citizens of Illyria, thank you for joining me on this glorious day. Today, as the sun rises upon our beloved realm, so too does a new chapter dawn for Illyria. We stand together, bound not merely by lines upon a map, nor by titles carved in stone, but by the unshakable truth that this kingdom belongs to all of us. It belonged not to my father, nor his father before him, and it certainly will not belong to me, but rather to all of you. Every laborer, every merchant, every farmer, every child, every elder. This realm is yours as much as it is mine. I accept this crown not as a symbol of dominion, but as a pledge of stewardship. I do not stand before you as a ruler beyond reproach, but as a fellow citizen who has been given the honor to lead. And in this moment, let me remind you that I am no different from you. I breathe the same air. I share the same dreams. I fear the same storms.
He sweeps his hand to his hip, drawing forth a long, gleaming blade with a fluid, deadly grace. Its brilliant blue gleam bathing the onlookers in a soft glow. Clutching the deadly edge with his other hand, he tears it free, blood cascading from the gaping wound.
Like you, I too bleed. And like you, I too strive to better myself and to provide for this kingdom. Let this blood, shed before you, stand as proof that I am not above you, but among you. It is a solemn vow, sworn in flesh, that I will never forget from whom my strength is drawn. The people of Illyria. Look around you. Look to your neighbors, your friends, even to those with whom you have quarreled in days past. See in them not a rival, but a partner, where our true greatness lies in our unity. A kingdom divided is a kingdom weakened, but a kingdom that stands shoulder to shoulder is one that no wind, no wave, no blade can break. In the years to come, there will be challenges. There will be days when the harvest fails, when the market falters, when shadows threaten our peace. Yet in those days, I ask you to remember this day, the day we gathered not to celebrate a single sovereign, but to celebrate ourselves, to celebrate us as a people, and to forge a promise that together we will rise again, no matter how many times we are struck down. Let us hold fast to our prosperity, but never grow idle in its comfort. Let us honor our traditions, but never allow them to blind us to a brighter path. Let us share our blessings freely, and work so that no child, no mother, no elder is left behind. These are not the dreams reserved for a distant future. They can be our living reality if we keep our hearts steadfast, our minds sharp, and our hands ready to build, protect, and heal. So today, my beloved people of Illyria, I ask you to rise with me. Rise in courage, rise in hope, rise in unity. Stand not behind your king, but beside him. For the crown upon my brow means nothing without the will and spirit of those I serve. Let the bells ring out from every tower and hall. Let their music remind all the world that Illyria stands as one, strong, proud, unbroken, and ready for the bright tomorrows we shall shape together. My friends, my family, my fellow citizens, this is your kingdom. Long may it prosper, and long may you thrive within it.
He places the crown upon his forehead, steps forward, arms wide. The crowd cheers relentlessly, shouting, ears ringing. After a few moments, he takes a step back, bows his head softly. He stands there for but a few more moments before raising his head, gently sheathing the blade, sweeps his gaze across the entire city, gives a single nod, and heads back inside.
Zal takes a moment and realizes that he had gotten caught up in the speech and looks around frantically to make sure that there's not like one last like chance for a crossbow bolt. Like, well, that was a good speech.
Has anyone seen Arcane?
No.
Okay, then the reference I was gonna make does not land. Let's just say the ending of the
I have.
first season. The ending of the first season is immediately what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, exactly. Jinx bomb.
Literally, just think of you've played League, so you know who Jinx is. Just imagine Jinx standing on an opposite building, holding her R ready
He's about
on
to
the
get
top
ulted.
of another building, and I'm like, ooh, ooh. You may not get sniped, but if someone got a rocket, it
Everyone,
won't matter.
please make me perception checks.
Active ones?
Can I?
Yes.
We're going to
can.
witness that everything is okay.
Uh,
Woohoo!
Hold on, I don't know how my character sheet works.
You
The
click
blind
perception.
guy.
there are 11 Catherines in the audience, like weeping a little bit.
No, it was only 10.
No, I'm also weeping a little bit.
Yeah, that was pretty fucking good.
One was pretty dope. Yeah, in my head, I'm like, as long as he isn't anti-mage, I'm gonna like this guy.
What? What?
Yeah, you know what I mean. So, as a player,
Let's
I
start
can,
with,
hope.
yeah. L, you notice, ironically, some discordance happening within the crowd in front of you. More so than just the cheering and bumping into people that is common in these types of events. It seems like some people are being shoved as someone is moving away from the keep, kind of pushing southward towards you. At this point, you probably would have noticed Zal in front of you, probably about 50 to 100 feet or so. And it's coming from kind of behind him, in between you two. Muted, sorry.
He's been on lookout as like a security kind of thing. Like, is that like an obvious thing that he's been doing?
Oh, sorry, Zal? Yes. Outside of
Yeah,
being enthralled by the speech, he's been on sentry duty pretty much this whole time.
Does it look like he notices this?
He does
kerfuffle
not.
behind him?
He's facing the opposite direction, and while he is frantically kind of looking around for anything that could immediately threaten the Sovereign in the last few moments of being recognized, he doesn't seem to notice this behind him.
Jake, rule question, and I'm asking Jake this for a reason, and you'll get why. If I were to yell out, "Hey Zal," and pull you behind me, would that be cheating? Would that be cheating, Jake?
If you were to yell out, "Hey, Zal," and pull me behind, no, why would it be cheating, Frank?
Oh, I don't know. Because it was cheating before somehow.
This doesn't seem like cheating.
Is this drama? Is this
This
drama?
This doesn't
this
seem like cheating.
Drama?
So if I could, I would like to do that, because if he's doing like patrol duty and he doesn't notice this, it might be, this is up his wheelhouse, right? But my job is also to keep Vince alive. So
Vince
I
was
see-
looking through Alfredo. He's kind of eyes glossed over, similar to yours.
Yeah, okay.
So
So then I would just
yes.
move in front of him then. Yeah, if he's
Cool.
like in his sort of like slumber stump with his owl,
Mhm.
because I've seen this before. I would then not touch him.
Sure.
Move in front of him and yell out.
You yell out for Zal, who I presume would immediately turn around at the call of his voice recall of his name.
Would, yeah.
Looking southward. After you do so, it's pretty easy to tell that there's a disruption in the crowd behind you. People kind of getting shoved. A creature, object, something moving southward away from you. After that, Artur, you will notice your subordinates were unfortunately very engrossed in the speech. They have pretty much all turned, flanking to the right, northbound to look at the keep, and it appears someone has gone past them. You see a cloaked figure running towards the university, heading towards the steps to the entrance. They are a little far away from you to immediately react, but they are somewhat close to some of the other Talion within your Talrix. Alex?
I mean, I'll shout attention, or like, I mean, that someone's like running through the like.
Yeah,
through, like,
they're kind
where
of
we're supposed
hunched
to be
over, crouched down a bit, like quick strides. They kind of took a wide berth around you, and now they're cutting through the edge of the courtyard, trying to get to the steps of the academy.
I see. I mean, I guess I might just like run after him. Maybe I won't shout at them.
Okay. You go ahead and turn and start to run. What's your movement speed? Is it just 30?
Yeah.
Okay. As you turn and begin to run, the rest of your Taurix do kind of spring to attention, kind of looking around, see what's going on. A couple of them seem to be confused, but turn their heads and notice the.
I'm gonna grab one. If I was standing like right next to him, I'm gonna like grab the shoulder of one of them and say like with me, and I'm gonna take one of them with me.
Gotcha. What's your AC?
18 with my shield on. I don't know if it's like I don't think my shield is on right now though, so probably like 16.
Okay, 16.
Grab Moash.
This would have advantage. Sorry.
You're dead.
Makes or breaks it.
You die.
As you grab the Talion and spin him around to run with you, from behind you, outside of your peripheral vision, again, your subordinates are distracted. They're now turning around to look the opposite way to see the person you're chasing after. Probably gonna have to punish a fuck ton of them after this. You get stabbed from behind as a knife gets into your side in between the flaps of your armor, dealing 8 damage.
Holy fuck.
And that is where we are going to end the session with
You have a spare
initiatives next
character,
time.
Alex? You guys
Wow.
your character? This
Or
seems a
what'd
bit
you say?
scary. This seems a bit scary. You got a spare character?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tons.
What the fuck, dude? What
All right.
the fuck?
I've been mentally freaking out. North America is 2-2 with Silver Scrapes. I'm going to scream at my monitor. Have a good week, you guys.